Milford softball finished the regular season with an astounding 17 victories, many of which came against elite-level competition. The girls would need to draw on that experience moving forward, facing the very best softball programs in the state in this year's Division I South bracket in the MIAA tournament. Milford drew the number 7 seed in the bracket, so they would have a chance to open tournament play at home, taking on 10th-seeded Quincy High School. It did not take long for Milford to realize that Quincy was going to be a formidable opponent. Just 2 batters into the game, Quincy third baseman Angela McDonald would take this pitch from Atherton up and over the straightaway center field fence for a solo home run that gave the Lady Presidents a 1-0 lead. Atherton would continue to struggle in the first inning, allowing a double, followed by back-to-back walks to load the bases with 2 outs. She would get ahead of the next batter, Emma Kelly, before delivering this pitch in the dirt that got away from Taylor LeBrun, and a second run would score before the top of the first inning would finally come to an end. Quincy's bats would go right back to work against Atherton in the second. After the first 2 outs were recorded quickly, Atherton would allow 3 straight singles to the top 3 bats in the Quincy lineup to produce another run, putting the visitors up on top 3-0. After a scoreless third inning, Atherton would allow a leadoff double to Dana Varmamudi in the fourth. 2 batters later, Alicia Walker would drive her in with a single to give Quincy a comfortable 4-0 lead. Walker would be the final batter of the day for Allie Atherton, who would last just 3 1/3 innings, allowing 4 runs on 7 hits. Freshman Kelly Reichert would enter the game in relief and would get the next 2 batters to end the inning. Caitlin DeCapua has often served as the spark plug for late-inning rallies this season. She would lead off the bottom of the 5th with a walk, giving Milford a sorely needed base runner. DeCapua would end up at third with 2 outs, leaving it up to the freshman Kate Irwin to find a way to bring the run home.
Another 1-2 pitch and a hard ground ball to shortstop, played cleanly. The throw to first base is not in time, and a run scores. Terrific speed out of Kate Irwin. She's able to beat it out at first base for the infield RBI single. And Milford is finally on the scoreboard. It is now 4-1.
Another freshman, Emily Pierre-Gustavo, would then put on a lengthy at-bat before finally working a walk that would bring the captain, Taylor LeBrun, to the plate as the potential tying run.
Ready with her 1-0, and it's a line drive out to deep left field, back to the wall, and it is gone! A 3-run home run for Taylor LeBrun that ties this game up at 4. A 1-0 pitch, and Taylor LeBrun lines it over the left center field fence, and it is a brand new ball game now.
But Quincy would keep their composure, and in the top of the 6th, Angela McDonald would come to the plate with a runner at second and 2 down, and would send a 3-2 pitch out to left center field to chase home the run that put Quincy right back on top 5-4. In the bottom of the 6th, however, after both defenses had been rock solid, Quincy would commit 2 costly errors. First, Emma Kelly would see this ball hit by Maggie Farrell pop in and out of her glove, allowing Farrell to get all the way to third. Jill Powers would then send a ground ball to short that would be misplayed by Emma Kimmel, and Farrell would score to once again tie the game. Milford would see the go-ahead run in scoring position with no outs, but they would be unable to score again in the inning, keeping the score at 6-all headed to the 7th. After errors led to a run for Milford, Quincy was hoping for the same result, as Maddie Bonvino would misplay a ball out in left field to allow the leadoff batter of the 7th inning to reach. The runner would end up at third before Madison Synan would send a trickler out to the pitcher. The runner would break for the plate, but the throw from Reichert would be there waiting, and Quincy would fail to score in the frame. In the bottom of the 7th now, Allie Pierre-Gustavo would come to the plate with 2 outs and would drive a pitch out to left looking for her second walk-off home run of the year, but it did not have home run distance, and this playoff game would head to extra innings. Immediately, Quincy was presented with a perfect chance to take the lead, loading the bases with nobody out. Angela McDonald, working on a 2 RBI day, would then come to the plate, but she would send a shallow pop-up to short for the first out of the inning. From there, Quincy's star pitcher and team-leading hitter would step to the box, looking to deal Milford a fatal blow.
About to deliver a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch to Saxon Bresnahan. Here it is. It's a hard ground ball. They'll get the out at second base. The throw to first, and it's an inning-ending double play. It went off the glove of Reichert, but deflected right to Emily Pierre-Gustavo, who swiped the tag on the runner heading to second base, and the throw to first completes the 4-3 inning ending double play. How about that?
Great pitching from the freshman Kelly Reichert, a key infield hit from freshman Kate Irwin, and that huge double play from freshman Emily Pierre-Gustavo. But the class of 2018 was not done yet. Milford would have their own bases-loaded opportunity in the bottom of the 8th inning when yet another freshman in Maddie Bonvino would step to the plate.
And the 1-0 pitch lifted in the air, out to right center field. It lands for a hit. Coming around with the winning run is Maggie Farrell. It is a walk-off win for the Lady Hawks as they defeat the Quincy Lady Presidents in 8 innings by a final score of 6-5.
Facing multiple deficits on the playoff stage, the Lady Hawks once again proved that they're never out of a game. They defeat Quincy in 8 innings by a final of 6-5 and move on to the quarterfinal round where they will once again square off with the dangerous Silver Lake Lakers.
No big deal. You're here in your first ever high school playoff game. You're not even starting the game. You come in as a pinch hitter. You end up there in the 8th inning, and you get the game-winning walk-off hit. What was that feeling like?
It was amazing. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't. I was in shock for a little there.
And it was just another in a line of big moments for your freshman class here today. What did you think of your other teammates stepping up along with you today?
Oh, they're amazing. We honestly could come back from any game. They're hard workers. We're all team players, and we all just enjoy the game. We truly enjoy the game.
Was the atmosphere of this game, were the emotions of this game any different for you guys personally than the regular season, or were you able to just kind of keep an even keel?
I think it was both. We were a little on edge at first because it's a playoff game, you have to be a little on edge. But as the game kept going, we did it like any normal game. You have to play like it's any normal game, and I think we did that.
Another game against Silver Lake coming up in a couple of days. What do you think about facing that team a second time?
I think we can do it. We'll bring it.
You've been kind of the captain on this team that has really sort of kept the ship afloat. I've seen that a lot of times out of you this season when emotions have been riding high. You've been the one to be the calming presence out there, and you step up in one of the biggest situations in the game and come through with that hit. What does that mean to you personally to be able to do that for this team?
I mean, I'm just so happy that I was able to come through, especially like as a leader on this team. I was so happy, and the fact that the girls got on base before that motivated me to get that hit as well.
You had a lot of freshmen on this team come through with big hits and also a big pitching performance from Kelly. What did you think of the underclassmen?
I couldn't be more proud of them. They've come so far since tryouts. They've really broken out of their shells, and they've meshed in well with us. I couldn't be more proud of them.
You've got a rematch with Silver Lake coming up in the quarterfinals. I don't know if that's breaking news, but they had a big win today. So what do you think going up against them again?
I mean, we beat them once. We can do it again. We're ready.
This is a very tough Quincy lineup. They did a lot of damage in the regular season. What was going through your mind through those innings of relief, just trying to hold them down as best you could?
I was just trying to pitch strikes, work the outside corner, and try to leave them not hitting.
This was a big day for the freshman class here on this team. What did you think of both you and Kate and Maddie and all of the other freshmen that really contributed big roles in this game?
It was awesome getting out there and having all 4 or 5 of us out there, and I love playing with them, and I was so excited for all of us to get out there.
It wasn't really looking too good about midway through this game, 4-0. You had to lift Atherton out of this game probably a lot earlier than you thought, and then all of a sudden things turn around. What was that kind of roller coaster ride of emotions you guys faced today?
It's just a gutty team. They've just got a lot of grit and a lot of fight, and they're not going to quit. They never quit. They don't know how to quit. But it's not about what has happened, it's what is to come. And that's what we continue to tell the girls is turn the page, move forward, continue to battle, continue to have good at-bats, and eventually something's going to fall your way. And, Kate Irwin with that slap, getting things going. Kate in the Capital leads off with a walk. That's going to go unnoticed, but that's big to chip away there, get a run, get some confidence in the rest of the team. And obviously LeBrun's home run. But, there's some other plays in this game that, in my opinion, girls their age, you don't see them make them very often. Emily Pierre-Gustavo, bases loaded, ground ball to her. She's got the awareness, the game mentality to tag and throw to first base. A lot of girls will try and throw the ball home. There may be even seniors in college that are trying to make that play, throw the ball home, but she recognized it, makes the play, we're out of the inning. Maddie Bonvino against one of a great pitcher, by the way, from Quincy. She's fantastic. Bases loaded, pressure situation, put the ball in play. She hits. I mean, go right down the board. Kelly Reichert coming in, freshman, pitching. Your upperclassmen are making plays all over the field, and I'm just proud of them as a team. It was a team win today, and now we've got to move forward. I think Bill Belichick says it on to the next team, and from what I've heard, it's potentially Silver Lake and another matchup with them. And in order to be the best, you've got to beat the best. So continue to work and move forward.
It is definitely Silver Lake. They beat Oliver Ames today 9-2. So you guys were able to get the better of them in 11 innings here at home. You face them on the road coming up in a couple of days. So what's that mentality like heading into that game?
No change. It's another team. Go out there, play our game, play hard. Play Milford Scarlet Hawk softball, and keep playing until they tell us you can't play anymore. And that's going to be our mentality. And we tell our girls every single game, and they have the same feeling that every night out, who are you playing? Team USA. Every night. It doesn't matter if it's a team that doesn't have a great record or a team that does. You've got to have that mentality. You're playing the best team on planet Earth, and that's just going to make you better, make you play up to your standard, and that's what we'll do. We'll come back tomorrow, practice, have a good one, quick one, and be ready to go Saturday.
Just want to ask you quick about your captain, Taylor LeBrun. You mentioned the home run, but really, when things weren't looking your way through a lot of this game, she was the one that was able to really turn things around with one swing of the bat. And I mentioned it to her in her interview. She just seems like she's been that player on this team that's been able to, even when things aren't going right, she's the one that kind of just puts her head down and does what she needs to do to get the team back into it. What are your thoughts on the leadership and then stepping up in that kind of a moment?
Well, she's a great leader, but I will tell you that I believe there are 14 girls on this team, not just Taylor, that have that type of leadership mentality. And, Taylor's a great job today. I believe it was 1 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a home run. Okay, perfectly fine. That home run it did the damage right there, but that's that mentality. It's not worry about what has happened. It's worried about what you can do in the moment, and that's what she does. She lives in the moment, and proud of her and the way she leads this team. Ali Piergustava, too, is a captain, great leader today. Up, getting the girls ready to go, and it was just an exciting day all around, but that's exactly what it was. It was an exciting day, and we're moving on to Silver Lake now.